All right, welcome everybody to my new video. Today we're going to be talking about something extremely useful for all coaches. So stay tuned. You know that feeling when you finally finished your coaching training and you think, this is it, I'm ready. I've qualified, I've got the tools, the confidence, the passion, I'm so ready to coach my people. And then you sit down at your desk, open your laptop and realize that no one's exactly queuing up outside your door waiting to be coached. And that moment can feel like a quiet heartbreak because we don't just want to make a living, we want to make a difference. And yet here we are, good coaches, sometimes even great coaches, feeling completely invisible, wondering if we've somehow missed the memo. Hi, I'm Chris. I'm an accredited coach and coaching supervisor, former banking professional, mama of two, and someone who's learned the business side of coaching the long, messy, trial and error kind of way. And this channel, Coaching Mastery Cafe, is where we talk about what it really takes to bridge the gap between being a qualified coach and becoming a confident, thriving coach in your skills, your mindset, and also your business. And today we're talking about something that makes a lot of coaches secretly squirm: why being a great coach isn't enough, and why the real transformation starts when you begin thinking like an entrepreneur. I'm going to be messing up with my hair a lot in this video because it's just one of those not really good hair day. So I think many of us, myself included, came out of our training believing that once we were qualified, the clients would somehow just come. After all, we've done the work, we've trained hard, we've learned how to listen deeply, ask powerful questions, hold space and build trust. And we've transformed people's lives in those practice sessions that we had. So why wouldn't clients line up? Why, when we say, come and work with me, we'll have 6 coaching sessions together or work in a 3-month program where we'll deeply understand where you are and where you want to be and overcome the obstacles in your way, one session at a time? Why, after saying all the things we were taught about the magic of coaching, does no one reach out? Here's the truth no one tells you in training. Your certificate proves that you can coach. It doesn't prove that people know who you are, what you do, and why they should trust you with their hearts, dreams, and money. And that's where the entrepreneurial mindset comes in. I still remember the first time I realized that. I'd been qualified for months, had a few lovely clients here and there, but nothing consistent. And I remember sitting in my kitchen one morning, coffee in hand, staring at my laptop. My firstborn was at nursery 2 days a week at the time, about 6 years ago. And I felt the pressure to do everything I could within those 2 precious days that I had. But then I remember how something really shifted in me. I realized that it was almost so much easier for me to promote someone else's services than my own. And that's when it really hit me that I had made my business and my marketing and my sales process too personal. It was as if marketing was about the value of me and not the value of my coaching. All the self-esteem issues I had as a human merged with my coach self, and it made showing up feel exposing and quite raw. So creating kind of more space between me, the human, and me, the professional coach, changed everything. It helped me feel grounded and more at ease when I was marketing my work. And also, once I began seeing marketing as just part of my coaching practice, just part of what I do as a coach, everything started to click as well. Most coaches become coaches because they want to coach, understandably so. But the reality is, at the beginning, probably 80% of your free time will be spent on marketing your services and building bridges between you and your future clients, because it does take time for people to trust you with their problems, desires, time, and money. Many coaches see coaching and marketing as 2 separate things, and most thoughtful, heart-led coaches love coaching and resist marketing. And the best thing you can do in that case is merge the 2 as much as you can. See your marketing as the first phase of coaching. Honestly, this one thing actually changed so much for me and brought so much ease into my own marketing methods. See your marketing as the first phase of coaching. Use it to build rapport, create psychological safety, start contracting around what coaching is and isn't. Offer thought-provoking questions and show your people what kind of problems you can help them solve. Marketing done this way feels like coaching because it kind of actually is, and it makes things so much easier for us heart-led, thoughtful coaches who just love coaching and might not feel as confident at business side of things, at least at first. If you've been resisting the business side of things, I totally get it. You were drawn to this work because you care about people, not because you wanted to become a content creator or a salesperson. But what often happens is we equate business with ego, and sales can feel quite sleazy. We might even carry guilt around wanting to earn well through coaching, as if financial success somehow cheapens our authenticity or our pure intention to serve. And that's what I call sometimes the coach's money wound. It's that kind of invisible block that keeps you playing small, and it often sounds like, I just want to help people. I'm not in it for the money. And I get it. You got into coaching because you wanted to be of service. I am the same. I'm exactly the same. But the reality is, if you're not charging enough for your work, time, and professional skills, your business won't sustain your life. You won't be able to pay your bills or reinvest in your professional growth, things like CPD, coaching supervision, or advanced training. And over time, chances are you'll need to get another job, and you'll end up coaching far less, if at all. One book that really helped me understand this was The E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber. It's a classic about small business ownership, and one of the biggest insights I took away from this was that most small businesses aren't started by entrepreneurs, and they're started by technicians, or in our case, by coaches, having what he calls an entrepreneurial seizure. Gerber talks about the fatal assumption. And I think this is something that's so important for us coaches to realize. The belief that if you understand the technical work of a business, in our case, coaching, you'll automatically understand how to run a business that offers it. And the reason it's fatal is because it just isn't true. It's actually the root cause of most small business failures. Coaching your clients and running your coaching business are two totally different skill sets. So it's only natural that after qualifying as a coach, we need to learn how to run it like a business. And that doesn't make you less of a coach. However, it will be a very interesting challenge for you to translate everything you learned in coach training and your unique coaching magic into making this a viable business. So while the E-Myth isn't written specifically for coaches, it is full of useful insights. Just remember to read it with the uniqueness of the coaching world in mind. Here is the shift that changes everything. Marketing isn't manipulation, it's education. And it's an opportunity for people to feel what it's like to be in the same room with you. And for that, they need to see you, they need to hear you, and they need to feel your essence and personality. Sales isn't pressure. Sales is often an invitation. And it's an invitation for someone to feel supported even more deeply once they make that courageous decision to pursue their dreams in your presence. And let's talk about money. Money isn't a verdict on your worth as a person. In my opinion, you can never charge your worth. It's simply professional standards, a reflection of the expertise, time, and care you bring to your work. Your pricing isn't personal, it shouldn't be personal, it's professional. And when you charge in line with industry standards or according to the transformation that you can co-create with your clients, you're not being greedy. You're ensuring that your practice remains sustainable and ethical. Because undercharging doesn't make you generous, it makes you exhausted as a coach, and exhausted coaches can't do their best work. So here's my challenge to you. If you've been hiding behind perfection, overthinking your niche, your website, your pricing, take one small visible step this week. Post something from your heart. Reach out to potential clients. Tell your network what kind of coaching lights you up. Do it even if your voice shakes. Do it messy. Do it unpolished. Do it before you feel ready, because you'll never feel fully ready. And believe me, I've been a coach for 7 years, and I still have moments when I don't feel ready. Every time I slightly raise my prices, tweak something in my supervision programs, or even launching this YouTube channel, which, by the way, took me 2 years to work up the courage to do. The discomfort is still there, but you grow through it by doing it anyway. So do it. Do it messy, do it unpolished, do it before you feel ready, but do it, because that's how confidence builds, and that's how entrepreneurs are also made. So I'd love to hear from you. What's the biggest mindset shift you're currently making around marketing or money? Share your reflection in the comments, because I promise you're not the only one wrestling with this. And if you'd like to unpack your business dilemmas, client fears, or I'm not good enough thoughts in a safe space, that's exactly what we do in supervision. If you're curious about supervision with me, you can book your introductory session via the link below. And remember, you didn't come this far to stay hidden. You came here to serve, and the world can't be served by a coach that no one can find. So thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye for now.